What's going on, good people? Brandmaster Martina, Britt, Yelverton here, and today we are discussing visibility. And it's not a decision, guys. It is a strategy. It is a vibe. So specifically with today, we're going to be talking about when you feel like you don't want to show up. That's not business, okay? You don't need to feel ready to show up online. You need a strategy that will make visibility a non-negotiable, no matter what mood you're in. So, we in the family are actually, dealing with the loss in the family right now and being a support system for the main daughter who lost her mom, my best friend, on last week. And it has been a really, really sore spot for me because we are the best of best of friends with over 30 years of a friendship, and we both have lost our mothers at the exact same age in a very close proximity of days of each other over a course of several years, obviously. And it's been a pain, right? And we haven't felt like doing what it is that we are purposed and passionate to do. I myself, speaking for myself, haven't felt like doing what is in my zhuzh, which is my passion, which is my purpose, and that is to actually brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can go out here and attract people that needs what it is that you have to offer. And yes, I said needs what it is that you have to offer. And because we really haven't felt like that, it's like we felt the pushback of showing up and doing our purpose. However, because we have a strategy in place, because we have a plan in place, because we know what it is that we are here to do, why we are here to serve, what it is that we are here to give to these internet streets, we show up anyway. Okay. And that's what I encourage you to understand about today's information, right? Let's get real about it. Waiting to feel ready is keeping your brand invisible, right? And in today's session, I want to break down for you how to stop hiding and to show up with intention and make visibility a non-negotiable part of your business, even in the days that I've discussed, and even in the days that may come for you and for myself when confidence is low and perfectionism is high. I need for you to understand that this is your turning point right now today to get this information and understand that visibility is no longer an option, right? It is a decision that builds momentum, trust, and income. And here in week 3, we're talking about how you can stop hiding and how you can start showing up, right? Visibility is not about a personality trait. It's about a strategic brand commitment, right? If people don't know you, they don't see you. If they don't know that you exist, then they can't trust you, and they definitely can't pay you if they don't even know that you have the solution to their problem. You don't have to show up perfectly. We in our zhuzh today, we in sweats today, right? You don't have to show up perfectly. You just have to be consistent. And consistently, since we launched here in 2025, we have been here every single Tuesday through Friday, giving you value, help you build your brand, help you scale your brand, grow your brand, teaching you about repurposing content, letting you know why your domain and your subdomains are so crucially important, that you need to stop hiding and you need to start showing up even before you are ready. Being visible isn't about being loud, it's about being clear. Your confidence will come from your clarity, not from any hype. So when you are clear about what it is that you are purposed and passionate to do, when you know your mission, you know your vision, you know your goal, you stand on your core values, you know your purpose, your confidence will come. So if you're sitting around waiting on confidence to come, keep waiting. I mean that rhetorically, facetiously. Don't keep waiting. You need to go ahead and develop a plan and a strategy so that your confidence will come. So I'm going to give you about 4 areas that you can actually pay attention to today to understand that your visibility is a decision. Point number 1, visibility, like I said, is a business strategy. If people can't find you, they can't trust you, and they can't pay you, right? Visibility is about discoverability. You can't be chosen if you're not seen. So you have to stop waiting for the perfect lighting, for the perfect words, for the perfect followers, for the perfect comments, for the perfect shares, for the perfect, I don't know what perfect word theme, software, tool, tip, strategy that you're waiting for to be able to become visible, but now is the time. Imagine where you could be had you already been being visible before Miss Rona hit. Imagine where you would be if you were already working inside of a strategy and being visible to your needed audience, the people who need your solution well before today. You would be much further along. Your needle would be moving. Okay. And so when you take the opportunity to understand that if you are hiding, people can't find you, they can't trust you, they can't know you, they can't like you, and they can't pay you. Okay. Point number two, you're not shy, you're just unclear. Most people don't hide because they're afraid. They hide because they're uncertain, right? When your message is clear, your confidence grows. When you know exactly with clarity why you're here, what you're committed to, and what it is that you are purposed to do, your confidence grows. So if you start with every single day, waking up, being grateful, number one, for waking up, and having done the work the day prior, the night prior, the week prior, the month prior, done the hard work of knowing what it is that you were to do every single time your feet hit the floor, right? Who you are here to help, who you are here to serve, why you are here to help them, what it is that you have been through that will give them the solution to what they are currently painting. Then you will not be shy. If you have the answer that someone else is looking for, your shyness becomes a non issue. Okay. Point number three, visibility must be a scheduled habit. And the only way you can schedule something is if you've worked out a plan, you've sat down, you've gone through a strategy, and you figured out the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the forwards, the backwards, so that when you show up, you are clear. When you put that on a schedule, that is what allows you to move forward. Block visibility time into your scheduler, into your calendar to make it a non negotiable. I have a weekly blocker that I offer that allows you to go through and figure out what is your social time, what is your family time, what is your rest time, what is your work time, so that when you go through your week, you already know, hey, it's 12 o'clock in the day. I should be doing this. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I should have already knocked this or that off my schedule. When you move forward with this type of schedule and clarity, you don't have to worry about what's next. What should I be doing? Where should I be at in my schedule? When you show up in one way at the same time each week, whether it's on a live, a reel, a story, or in your email, in your SMS text, a post, a blog, whenever you show up consistently at the same time, in the same place, giving that same value, that same solution, people begin to know you, like you, and trust you. And it becomes easy to be visible when it's planned, not when you're pressured. Okay. Now, and point number four, visibility is the first step to impact. Your story has no power if it's hidden. Your story needs to be heard. People need to see you. They need to see and understand you, not just your graphics, not just your posts, not just your image, not just your flyer. They need to see you, whether you're showing up in the graphic that's on the screen, whether you're showing up in the story, in the post, they need to see you. Okay. Every single post, story, and live is an opportunity to be known, to be trusted, to be liked, to be paid. Okay. When you take the opportunity to pay attention to who's responding, you can continue to move forward with understanding who your market is, who your audience is, what they need when you're paying attention. But if you don't ever show up and give the value and see and pay attention to who's requesting the information, you lack the ability to know who your audience is. So before we go, let's jump into our objections because I know you have them. I'm not confident enough to be visible. Again, you just heard me say confidence comes from consistency. It really doesn't come before. Now, for some of us who are legacy kids who develop confidence by gleaning from our leaders, our parents, our ancestors, and things like that. That's great. But some of us feel like we lack confidence, and we need to understand that the confidence comes from consistency. Show up until it feels natural. Show up until you feel confidence. And when you show up with a plan, it's so much easier to show up regularly because you already know and understand what it is you're going to be talking about. You already know your audience, you already know their pain, you already know that you have the solution, and you're there to deliver it with ease. You may also think, I don't know what to say when I show up. I am so over this particular objection. Why? Because if you start with your truth, your solution, what you went through, how you overcame, how you were able to get through it, how you were able to move the needle in your situation, right? What you've learned, what you're currently doing, what you wish you knew sooner. Jesus. Okay? That is what you say. It's authentic, it's transparent, it's real, okay? And people will gravitate toward that because they will know and they will see and understand, well, she went through that, she did this, she got through that. Maybe if I pay attention and do that in my own life, based on my current situation and what I'm going through, or things that I've known, the things that I've failed at, now maybe I can move the needle too. If you're worried about what people think, because that's another objection, I'm afraid of what people think, let me let you know, fear of their judgment will fade. Why do I know? Because when your message helps someone with a win, then your fear of helping someone win will fade, right? So then you're available to speak for them and what they went through, not only what you went through, but also what they went through and how you helped them. Your fear of what people think will fade. It will become a non issue. You will become unbothered by that. So if you take the opportunity to speak from your experiences, put them in some strategic plan or format, make it organized, make it make sense for their solution, then you will be able to move the needle forward in your own situation as well as in others. So I'll ask this engaging question as I begin to close out. And that's what's one thing you're currently committing to doing this week so that you can show up for your brand, right? Are you actually going to go through your brand, your original brand? What do we call that sheet? The first sheet in week one. Your brand inventory activation. Have you gone through that? Are you going to commit to going through that entire checklist so that you can move the needle in your business? Are you going to look into the second worksheet that you were given, the trust building checklist, so that you can move the needle in your business? Are you going to show up this Friday for the visibility action plan and utilize those steps to move the needle in your business? What specifically are you committing to do this week to show up for your brand? If you'll let me know, if you'll join us in the community at Learn, Lead, and Level Up and register and get your own account. Join us inside the after office hours to ask your branding questions, right? To actually find the Follow Up Friday checklist and go through the checklist to do what? Inventory your brand, to move the needle. Do a visibility assessment. Understand where you are. Visibility isn't about perfection, it's about your presence. What are you going to do this week to commit to moving the needle in your brand? Confidence follows clarity. And clarity comes from consistent action. If you're trying to be consistent right now and you don't have a plan, you will eventually become inconsistent because you don't have a structure that will be making you non-negotiably able to fall out of consistency. All right. So even if you're scared, show up. Even if you're unsure, show up. Do it anyway, because your consistency will make you fearless. It will make you sure. It will give you the confidence that you need to move forward. You guys know one of my quotes I have up here that says, you say you're scared, do it scared. All right. You say you're shy, do it shy. You say you're unsure, do it unsure. You say you just don't know what to say, do it anyway. Okay? Just talk about where you are and what you're doing to move forward. And I promise you the words will come. But more importantly, when you take the opportunity to do a brand inventory, to go through a trust building checklist, to do a visibility action plan, then you put these things in place, you will know what to say because you have created the framework for what it is that you need to do. And I suggest that you set a schedule during the week, whether you have to pre-record, whether you want to do it live, whether you want to write it in a blog, whether you want to create a carousel, do a post, do reels, do shorts, whatever it is that you need to do consistently at the same time, in the same place to serve the same people, to move the needle. That's what you need to do. Okay. And when you're ready to stop hiding and finally build brand visibility, that is what will lead you to clients and confidence. You can download the Clarity Visibility Checklist on this Friday. It is available only inside the BrandYOU community. Once you go to learnleadandlevelup.com, once you go over there and you register your account, you get your free account. Once you do that, you're available to go to the Follow Up Fridays area, download the checklist, and do that over the course of a weekend. Now, you can do it during the week, so should you choose, is that when, works best for your schedule. But we actually take the opportunity to walk through it in a Follow Up Friday video, so you'll know how to make the checklist work for you and take the opportunity to move forward in your business by following a framework, a structure, a blueprint, putting your strategy and your plans together. My wish for you is that you don't struggle beyond your capacity to learn, that you actually become comfortable in the struggle so that it will grow you and become less of a struggle. I don't want to remove all of your struggle because now I am actually opening your cocoon before your wings are ready. I want you to take the opportunity to build the muscle inside a framework so that you don't waste time. I hope that makes sense for you. I hope this information on today has been a blessing to you. Don't forget to join us live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our entire team is live at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. If you'll look down below, you are available to subscribe to all of our channels so that you can join and you can get the information from the collaborative partner that will help you move the needle in your business. Thank you for your time on today. I greatly appreciate it. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina, Britt Yelverton here, giving you the latest update about our daily Get Your Assets in Order and BrandYOU series. Join me live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for actionable steps on brand building for beginners, current client revisions, and watch as we level up brands in 2025. We are covering everything from tools, tips, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, high-level AI automations, and more. These will take you from confused to confident. So after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. If I were you, I wouldn't miss out. Mark your calendars and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free communities, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up as a struggling entrepreneur, we have the solution, the systems, and the experts. Our entire team is live each and every weekday at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can lunch and learn. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order.